we really need to understand, who are the people who actually address these kind of situations when sexual harassment does happen. So we come to that part of redressal. So when we say redressal, there is an internal committee which has to be constituted by any company with more than 10 employees. So here by 10 employees, it's not necessarily only if you have a female, then you have to have this committee. Even if you have an all male company, especially in the manufacturing setup, when we see in factories, which we see that there may be only a one woman, or maybe all men as well. But even here, you need to have internal committee for the simple reason that an agreed woman, like we already discussed in the definition, it's not necessarily that she's appointed or she's an employee of the company. She can also be somebody who's visiting that place. So you have to have a committee, which is a mandate, not only by the law, but also now by the by different state governments in various notifications. Secondly, is also by the She-Box portal, which is by the government of India. So, and the committee mandate is it's given under the law. It has to be one presiding officer who has to be a woman. There have to be minimum two employees within the organization, and one external member who's not a part of that company, who is either a lawyer or is from an NGO or has experience of social work for at least minimum 5 years. So these are the members of the committee. Now, this committee has to be in every workplace. For example, if you like, I think you already dealt with this. So if you have a company here as well as a factory set up somewhere in, suppose in UP, you will have to have a committee there as well. It can be the same committee, but it's always advisable that you have members representing from that workplace, because otherwise you will not know what is happening at the ground level. So it's important to have constitute a committee properly at every workplace. So, and the tenure will not be more than 3 years. 50% have to be women. So one needs to understand that you have to prevent, you have to prohibit, and you have to give a redressal mechanism. So that is very, very important.